Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And last time we completely completed...
Something on your mind?
We finished the Circle Tower. One of our 4 or 5...
You don't have to do that.
5 main
I know
quests.
you didn't know him as long as I did.
Let's talk to Alistair. We're at our party camp. That dog is not the neighbor dog. That dog is actually the dog in the game, Voja.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the
And yeah, I still have the momentum sustained ability on my character.
I'm sorry.
It looks a little weird in cutscenes, but I want to just make sure I have the mode active.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
That sounds like a great idea.
I think he came from High Ever, or so he said.
Oh, High
Maybe
Ever.
I'll go
We're
up there
familiar with
sometime.
that place.
See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, just...
I saw plenty of death
Yes,
in the
I
Alien
suppose
Age,
you must have.
including
I
my
can't even imagine.
would-be husband.
Thank you. It was good to talk about this with a friend. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, anytime. And so we got a few points of approval out of that. So what you can do is you can have conversations with your party members at camp. And based on,
Yes.
how you talk to them, they can either increase or decrease their friendliness towards you.
Yes.
So we're actually going to try and go with a double mages. I'm going to bench Liliana for the time being. And I think this might work better for me. Lothering, as you can see, I mentioned this earlier, Lothering is completely cut off. We cannot select it at all. It even has a little skull and crossbones there, and you pull up the info and it says that it's been overrun by the Darkspawn. But we can go like anywhere else. I'm pretty sure we can go anywhere else we want in Ferelden for the entire rest of the game, take however long we want. I think it's just Lothering that gets cut off. Traveling between places, you can end up in random encounters, semi-random encounters. Some of them have to do with side quests. This one, side quest. No, I said we're going to do side quests today.
There are demands
Loghain.
from the Baron that you step down from the Regency.
I just want to
They
have a
are said
nice,
to be
relaxing
gathering
time
their
doing
forces,
side quests.
as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged
You darn
for
right we will.
a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
All right. I love these little cutscenes with what's happening in Denerim with Loghain. It really brings me back to Final Fantasy IV. I have to compare every game to Final Fantasy IV. And how we had like some of those meanwhile scenes where Golbez was having conversations with Kain and Rosa and plotting. It totally reminds me of that. Anyways, this is actually part of a side quest.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands.
It's about someone who's like
seeker,
forging
Duncan?
some sort of
My
mage
packs are light,
documents
but
or
I have a tome
whatever.
of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Yeah, he's supposed to be, he's like selling or peddling some high, whatever he just said.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
We are not alone.
And no matter what you pick, he just kind of gets upset with you. There's a mage that paralyzed me, that's a problem. And Alistair died, and Morgan died, those are problems. They died before I could become unparalyzed and do anything, and now I've got like 8 guys teaming up on me. Okay, so that lasted all of, 15 seconds. And actually I have to load the game. So this is actually just like this little side quest thing. I don't know why this battle is so freaking difficult. In fact, I had about a dozen attempts where I died at this off camera. I'm going to show some more. And I actually had to walk away from the game for like a week. And now this is where I started picking up again. I actually did get past this battle on the second try. And then I ended up... I had to redo the conversation with Alistair in the cutscene. That's why there was a skip there. And then I dropped a save, like, right at the start of this. Look at this nonsense. It's like that mage paralyzes you, and you can't really do anything about it. Now, there were a couple times where, or once or twice, where I got through this battle. And then I died at a slightly later thing. Didn't realize that the game never auto-saved and took me back to here. After like an hour of gameplay. So this is another one of those difficulty spikes that I've been talking about in the game. And I will say, in the week I took off from recording gameplay for this, I did contemplate moving the difficulty down to casual just for this particular battle, and then, moving it back up, or attempting to move it back to normal. But we don't need to do that. I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff. I deleted some of the footage because I just got so frustrated. The real issue is this mage up here. I even looked up this battle online. They say that this mage is like the worst mage to deal with in the entire game. He uses like chain lightning, paralysis, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
The last message to a sinful...
It doesn't matter what you say here, he's just gonna... Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do... No, I'm paralyzed. Great. Okay, we're gonna be Morgan. We're gonna go deal with this mage. That guy just spawned. He just spawned. Let's kill this mage. Alistair, please try to not die. Oh, that mage is actually running now. Alistair died. Come on, cold. Okay. You're dead. Crap. That's just Morgan. I wanted to show how difficult and frustrating this battle is. Which I think we're doing a good job. So, because one of the strategies recommended is to just go after the mage. Well, if you go after it with my rogue, some of the times I just ended up getting paralyzed anyways. Or, if I did get to the mage and kill the mage, he had already done so much damage to the rest of my party, and then the crew down there ended up slaughtering the rest of my party while I was trying to run all the way up the hill to kill the mage. So even the tactics that, quote, should be working, are really just a crapshoot at best. At least in my experience. And this isn't even part of the main story. This is just some dinky little side quest thing that we picked up at the Circle Tower.
Rumored to be the last message to a sinful...
Oh, shut up.
Will the wonders of this all too small a land never see? Get them!
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you select, you still get. So I think when I found something that did work, it was let's switch to Alistair and let's heal him up, because Wynn apparently can't heal him fast enough. Everybody come this way. Okay, Alistair, I think, is fine. We're going to stab the leader in the back, because he also does some nasty things and stunning. I think he also can, like, revive or heal the other characters. Alistair's running up here. He knows what's up with the mage. I'm going to get to that mage. He paralyzed Alistair. That's fine. Mage is dead. And everybody lived in that battle. I might have used a health potion or two, but wow. that is probably the best that battle went for me. So, yeah, I ended up throwing out the other gameplay footage that I did after this that I just kind of mentioned when I died later and got sent back to here. Just because I don't know if I'd be able to repeat all of that or what all entirely. I mean, I guess I could have went back and watched it, and that seemed like a lot of work. And I was super frustrated with it at that point because I died and came back to this battle. And I attempted this, I'm not kidding you, I attempted this like a dozen times. And most of the time, most of the attempts, I was dead. My whole party was dead within 10 to 15 seconds, like a couple of those battles you just saw. So yeah, lesson learned. And I'm dropping a save after completing that battle, because even though I did it like... Okay, I didn't do it the first time, because you guys saw the very first attempt. But I did do it after that, and then, I had problems. I was like halfway through episode 43 when I ended up dying again and having to go back to that battle. This battle. This was a battle I mentioned earlier that was just too much to handle before going to the Circle Tower. With all these Darkspawn. So we're going to try it now. Hey, no, die. I'm gonna save my stuns for when an enemy turns and faces me. Because until then, I can just, repeatedly stab them in the back, which is entirely what a rogue here wants to be doing. Or I can dual slash. Oh, you just killed that. Yeah, they can kill the NPCs. And I can behead you for that. This battle is actually going significantly well. And then we have the leader over here who's kind of a mage type of thing going on. Go ahead and stun you. There's another archer over there, but really it's this mage is dangerous. Probably should have killed this thing sooner, but... a general battle strategy that I've been kind of adopting recently is to go after the short-range combat units first. And... like the ones surrounding my mages or Alistair, and just backstab all of them until they're all dead, and then we can go and focus as a team on the other few remaining stragglers, archers, mages, whatever. Of course, leaving mages alive can end up getting you quickly killed, as we saw in that battle with whatever his face was. I don't even know what his name was. He's just a cider. He's just a mine... He's just a lowly little side character, not even part of the main quest. He's given you so much trouble. A lot of things that I looked up said that mage in that battle was the most difficult mage to deal with in the entire game. So the fact that I still managed to get through it on normal mode, a couple times out of like 15 chances, I'm going to go ahead and say they're probably correct in that assessment. Yeah, I don't know about that battle. That is one of the more frustrating battles, and I did seriously contemplate on toning down the difficulty and calling that like a strike 2 against the game's difficulty. But if we have other like super difficult spots that really shouldn't be as difficult as they are, I might still consider toning down difficulty. Anywho, we did that. Civil War, we do actually have to go to that. It's part of a side quest, just like dealing with those, saving those refugees there was part of a side quest. As was that battle that we died at like 5 times. Oh, geez. This is why I save frequently now. And this is actually going to be the assassin we just found. I recognize this.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help.
Yeah, I kind of spoiled
They
it.
attacked the wagon. Please help us.
Oh,
Follow
they
me.
attacked the
I'll take you to
wagon.
them.
They did it, yeah, okay. Is there a way I could be sneaky and get up around? No, it doesn't appear so. Well, for sure, Win is going to be like a permanent member of our party. And I think so is Alistair. I don't foresee us replacing him with another warrior. Especially after some of the ways he's going to get upgraded soon. Oh, he's got a mage behind him. We got to kill that.
Let's wipe them out quickly.
There's Zevran, and we'll just... Oh, darn it! We got paralyzed, we're stunned. We were just taking all sorts of damage. Can I heal? Can I... That's the frustrating part of the difficulty of Dragon Age. Because I've been in this battle with Zevran several times, not just in this playthrough, but with seriously? But in past playthroughs, and I've had this battle, you know, go kind of like this, and just I end up dying and getting a game over. And I've had other times where the battle just goes like very flawlessly, and I just slaughter everyone very quickly, and it like wasn't much of a challenge at all. Wonderful.
As you wish.
And this seems to be like one of those in-between times. If you haven't noticed, since there's very few enemies left, oh, thank you, Win. We're actually going to win this battle. We'll have to use a couple injury kits afterwards because, you know, a couple people wanted to just die really quickly.
Off I go.
But we've killed most of the main threats.
On it.
Miss? That did not sound like a miss. Oh, there's still another... Well, I see that trap there. I guess we'll just sit here and now I do have other abilities like Shield Bash we could be doing. There we go. Okay, so we can kill the assassin, which, you know, would be the smart thing to do. But...
I rather thought I would wake up.
He's like
dead,
laying on top of a
or
dead
not
guy.
Wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
Well, we can have a conversation with him. And then we can choose to kill him or...
Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran.
Don't just let
Zev
him
to my
talk.
friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
I do like his humor, but, wow, he's, like, spilling
Why
things
not?
really quickly.
I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Okay, fair enough. So,
Loyalty is an
loyal
interesting
to
concept.
whoever hired
If you
you.
wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm
Very
not
well.
done questioning you yet.
Ask, and thou shalt receive.
This
I like
elf
when
is a
people
pro.
tell me stuff.
That makes sense. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva. I understand they almost run that nation, and are hired only at great expense.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
So he's a high-class assassin. And we can totally make fun of him.
A
Who
rather
hired you?
taciturn fellow in the capital. Loghain, I think his name was.
I mean,
Yes,
we knew
that's
that
it.
because we saw the cutscene, but our characters did not.
I
When
wasn't.
will we see
If
him?
I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Loghain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Loghain then.
Fair point.
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
I'll explain a little bit more about how
Well,
the crows
aside
work
from a
with
distinct
him.
lack of ambition, I
Basically,
suppose
the
it's
crows
because I wasn't
organization
given
gets
much of a
paid,
choice. The crows bought me young. I was a
and they
bargain,
give
too, or so I'm led
they
to believe.
reward him
But don't
directly
let
for
my sad
doing good
story
jobs.
influence you. The crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy.
Yeah, see?
Though the
But they
whole
don't
severance
let you
package is
become
garbage,
rich
let me
enough
tell
with
you.
money
If you're
to
considering
quit
joining,
and live your
I'd
own
really
life.
think twice about it. I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service. Oh, well, that's between Loghain and the crows, and between the crows and myself.
And between you and me.
Isn't that what we're establishing now?
Yes, okay.
Then, unless you're quite stuck on cutting my throat or something equally gruesome, perhaps you'd care to hear a proposal.
Sure, why not? I always like to hear people out.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause, so let me serve you instead.
Well, that raises up a whole bunch of questions. The most obvious one to me is, what stops you from finishing the job
To be
later?
completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Personally, that's not a good enough explanation for me to take an assassin with us.
I happen to be a very loyal person.
Yeah,
Up
you
until
can
the point
actually
where
recruit
someone expects me
Zevran.
to
We are
die
going to
for
recruit
failing.
him.
That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
But again, this is kind of like the case we had with Sten, where he just randomly
Well,
killed
let's
an
see.
entire
Being
family
allowed to live would be nice,
for no real
and
reason, at
would
least
make
no
me
real reason
marginally
that
more useful
has
to you.
been made clear to
And
us.
somewhere down the line, if you should decide that
I
you
should
no longer have
interrogate
need
Sten
of me,
about that
then
next
I
time
go on
we
my
go to
way.
party camp.
Until then, I'm yours. Is that
It
fair?
won't be until next time we go to party. But
What?
it'll be at
You're
some
taking
point.
the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Yeah, I totally agree. But he's a recruitable character. I'm going to recruit the characters as, part of this Let's Play. You can also get the assassin specialization from Zevran.
All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
Fine
I
plan.
love Alistair's point.
But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Why would you care about
I
that,
hereby
Morgan?
pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Yay! Zagana's got a man now. Okay. So, he's, like I mentioned, he's an assassin. He's a rogue. We don't need another one in the party. We do need to go around and collect all this treasure. So, yeah, under normal circumstances, maybe I'll do this more in the second game. I don't know. But I would not be so hesitant. Like, if I was going to play through this game with all the knowledge that I know about the game, and the fact that I already have the assassin ability unlocked, and it's going to be unlocked for every single playthrough, I would not be recruiting the assassin who just tried to kill us to join our party of, like the biggest misfits ever. Like, we have the Sten, the Canary, who, slaughtered a family that took him in and helped him out, and he had absolutely no reason for that. I would not be recruiting Sten either. We have like this is like one of the biggest band of misfit parties of any RPG I've seen. I mean, we're recruiting in the assassin that tried to kill us. The Sten who killed a farm family in cold blood. We have Morrigan. Do I need to say more about that? We have Alistair, who's here for comic relief. Yeah, it's such a weird party. It's also not done being weird either. We have a dog. We're not using the dog though.
Message for you, milady.
This is not what I'm here for. Who?
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
I guess it does mean. New quest. The Trial of Crows? What? Does this have to do with Zevran now? Is it a companion quest? No, that's just Flemis Grimoire, the quest we have for Morrigan. Okay, then... Oh, it must be under Denerim, because that's highlighted here. Oh gosh, look at all this. A red Jenny. Okay. Room of the Nod Noble Tavern. Okay. Well, I guess we might check that out while we're here. We're going to do some side quests that we can get done here in Denerim. Hopefully without triggering too much.
Sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
I helped those refugees, and we got 3 gold out of it. That might have actually been for 2 quests at once. I don't know. I don't care. We turned in quests. We got rewarded. Very nicely, too. And we have...
Good to see you again.
Mages Collective. Can we... more side quests. Blood of Warning. So what this side quest wants us to do is go around and basically there's a blood mage. But there's relatives of the blood mage that are like being targeted by the chantry. The relatives obviously being, you know, innocent in this. And basically we're going to go around and mark their doors and just warn them that the chantry is coming and to like temporarily flee the area and whatnot until it's safe. So that's what that side quest is about. Have you seen me? This is... I don't know what this is about. Some Reynald. Oh, we'll actually take care of that one when we're out traveling the land. It'll be... some side quests, if you've noticed, they unlock some of those quote-unquote random battles that we run into when we travel from place to place. Because some of them, as you can tell, are not really random battles. They're just side quests that decided, hey, we're going to activate here and now and interrupt where you were trying to travel, and you have to deal with this side quest right now. That's okay, though, because we're trying to do side quests.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't have enough cunning to open that yet. We'll work on that.
It is a pleasure to see you again.
Hello.
Have my flowers enticed you?
I'm looking for this Red Jenny
you
quest.
Tired of the smells of the city and would buy my Orlesian oils?
I don't care about your oils, lady. I'm not gonna... I don't want to talk with you. I just want to do side quests. I want to open up treasures.
Not happening.
Those are not going to be easy to pick, are they? I don't know if I should sink more points into the unlocking stuff talent. That's one of the doors we have to mark for the Blood Mage relatives. This is actually another one. We will find all of the doors in Denerim. So I don't think they're all within the marketplace just so easily. So yeah, we're going to spend... I don't know how many episodes. We're going to spend some time just kind of doing some side quests. And just kind of seeing, you know, what we can do. And before we jump into another like big expansive main quest. I don't know if I'm going to complete every single side quest that the game is offering, because we kind of just picked up 3 more. So much for turning in the ones that we have. I wanted to like whittle that down a bit before we go to... We're going to go to Red Cliff, will be our next main quest destination. There is a lot of side stuff that we have to do there. Mysterious door. Oh, this is the Red Jenny thing. I'm looking for Red Jenny. The door closed. That's... Okay, it doesn't... they don't want to talk. We'll just place the box there. And they give us some coin. Okay. 1 gold. And we leveled up. We got experience for doing that? We must. Huh. Okay. That's cool. Alistair's level 9, which means we need to put 3 points into dexterity, and with 20 dexterity, we're going to get in more tactic slots. Because I really don't care for him to have anything else. That means I can get the shield passive ability. Where is it? It's not shield wall. Shield tactics. That way it stops him from being flanked and backstabbed. Yes. So appreciated. So our warrior will last longer in battle. Alright, with that, I'll see you guys next time.